Hi Aries, welcome to your reading for the 20th to 26th of April 2020. Shuffled the cards well before we started, and as you know, this is a general reading, so may not resonate with everybody, but hopefully you can get something out of it. Take what you will, discard what you don't want, and yeah, see if we can get some understanding for the week coming up. I'm just going to put another set of cards on top, do the clarifiers now, and then we don't have to worry about doing them later. Hopefully speeds up the process a little bit, also gives us greater clarity. Okay, so we have lost a card there, which I want to get because that will definitely have some relevance. Alright, put that to the side. Okay, let's go for your overall energy for this week, Aries. And what we have is the Queen of Autumn. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, and meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So the Queen of Autumn she is in a very powerful position because she has actually accumulated on an energetic level, if not a resource level, as she's accumulated enough to be quite sort of settled and comfortable in where she's sitting. So, and you know, and as it's got that practical there too, is that, you know what you want and how you want it to work out. So, you know, if there is an idea or a project that's coming up and it seems to be a little bit out there and that you can't quite ground it enough, then perhaps, you know, just stand back for a minute and have another look at how that is, you know, and if, as the Queen of Autumn is, she wants to make things more beautiful, and that's, you know, that's great. What I'm urging and what is coming through for you, Aries, is to just, what is beautiful? That's the only thing that I would ask from this card, is to ask yourself, what is beautiful? Define what is beautiful and then move forward to create that. And what's crossing this overall energy is Three of Summer. So news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, births and friends you cherish. So yes, definitely. So there is that element of playfulness, of wanting things to be fun, to be, you know, to be beautiful, and just everybody to be enjoying themselves. So, you know, there is that overall energy, and so that will certainly help you to, you know, to propel you on the way to that. But there's that sort of still that having to be practical. So if you can put those two together, that would be great. It would certainly be more beneficial. Okay, so here we have the, also the overall energy is the Hanged Man. Put them up the right way. So yes, so you may have to change your perspective for that. You may have to also step back and take a little bit of time, as I said. If you know, while you're sort of, if you're wanting to, you know, bring it into fruition and make it exactly what you want, then you know, you may have to gather some more information. You know, this is all about having, you know, new perspective, a new way of looking at it, and also just having a little bit of time out to do that. And what is also crossing that is the Knight of Swords. So how this will come about, Aries, is that you will need to cut away any ideas or thoughts that actually aren't based in reality, or aren't sort of serving you aren't serving the purpose that you're wanting your thoughts to be doing. So that, you know, it's cutting away those comments, those ideas, those thoughts, those preconceived ideas, especially, that may not be serving you, and that's going to, you know, while you're looking to see what is actually the truth, what is real, then that will allow you to be able to find that as you cut away that which is not relevant or does not serve your highest good. And your mindset there, Aries, is Five of Spring. So we have the opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, or overly ambitious people. So you may have felt that you have been sort of having those conversations that don't go anywhere. That you know, black, you know, I say it's black, they say it's white. You know, we're not able to meet in the middle, and you know that could be depleting your energy a little bit. And that will be making you feel at odds. So the encouragement there would be to just know that everybody is on their own page. Everybody has an individual way of looking at things, a different way of looking at things based on who they are and what they've been through. And so, you know, there is that stepping back, pulling apart a little bit and allowing each other to have the space to be who they are. Now, your other thought is that, you know, you are wanting to get more clarity from a situation, is that you're feeling that things aren't quite exposed enough, that, you know, there is still those, you know, like with the moon, there's dark shadows, and that you're not, you know, there may be that thought that you aren't seeing things very clearly or as clearly as you want them to. So let's have a look at what the rest of the reading says and see if that has any basis to it. So here we have is that this is the basis of the reading. So this is the 8 of summer. So the desire for a more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on or choosing to make major life changes. So this is urging you to sort of look at we really want to be and what is actually making sense for you on a soul level there, Aries. So, you know, is this resonating with you? You know, is what's happening around you sort of elevating your vibration, or is it sort of making it all staticky and you can't quite get a grasp on how things are? You know, are you able to move forward and do what you need to do, or is what is around you and your mindset all collectively holding you back? So, you know, this is really, do you need to let go of those old thoughts and past experiences? And here we have the 8 of Wands. So there will be some messages coming through very, very clearly and very strongly. So you will be able to hear what you need to hear in a timely manner. So don't worry about that, Aries. You will actually be getting some, and they'll become, a lot of that will be coming from, you know, your passed over loved ones, your, you know, your guardians, you know, or just out of the blue, a thought will come to you, or you will be able to, you know, suddenly you'll be able to see, you know, and it'll be like, you know, the vision has become 2020 and the clarity is there. And in the past you have, this is said, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, and amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So, you know, it can be so easy to sort of procrastinate or say, look, that's not going to happen. I'll just walk away from that. And so this is what you've been going through, and you've been finding a way to sort of just keep pushing through it there, Aries. And, you know, you have found that if you have been talking to others, or, you know, sort of asking for what you need, or getting some ideas coming through, that has allowed you to move forward. But it has been a very indecisive time in the past there for Aries. You have been quite locked in, you know, which decision do I make? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I do that? Do I not do it? You know, do I believe that? Do I not believe it? So there's been a whole, you know, that whole lot of blindfold feeling for you in the past. So let's see what the immediate future is going to bring through for you. So here we have is that reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation, and sadness that will heal with time. So even though there has been some heartache that has been going on, and you've felt, you know, that you are, you know, you have been maybe trampled on, or you've been feeling like things have been quite sort of painful, and you know, that you haven't had that good feeling coming through, that it's been quite a, you know, a bit of a traumatic time or a painful time. But this is saying that from that you will actually come out of that so much stronger, Aries, which is beautiful. You know, you've got the strength of the bear, the nurturing, the wanting to protect and to look after. You know, the mother looks at, you know, that the fierceness of the mother bear, if we think about that. And it says that the sadness that has come through will actually heal in time. It will actually go. It's just a matter of you, you know, seeing it from a new perspective, different perspective, as we saw before. And here we have the 9 of Cups. Beautiful. So we have that elevated emotional energy and that wish fulfillment. So you will actually get to that point of feeling good, feeling happy, feeling connected, feeling, you know, like you are achieving something, and from a heart space really moving forward. Now this is you, and this is you, so you're the world. You know, you are the world, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So you have really stepped forward and stepped out, and really, you know, look at those wands or staffs or whatever she's holding on to. Look at beautiful. They're look at the bling, you know, that's success. That's really finding that magic within yourself and really stepping forward. So you're in a really strong position there, Aries. You also, this is you as well, so you have been able to shine that light. You know, we had the moon card earlier with your thoughts and that you wouldn't be able to see clearly, but this is saying that the lamp is on. It's showing up everything that you need to know. So you're in a fabulous position, Aries, to sort of really make some decisions based on clear thought and clear vision. Beautiful. Loving it. And this is you in the situation, is that you are really ready to take a risk. You are ready to step off. You are ready to do that, take those next steps, go to that new level, that next level, you know, take another layer away and see what's underneath it, really start to step out into that unknown, but with that full knowing that you'll get through it and you'll be strong and you will be successful, which is perfect. And here you have the Seven of Wands, and, you know, because this is you have put up a good fight there, Aries. You have actually, you know, you have won in the sense that, you know, these were the fights that you had taken on, and now they're finished, and you're still standing, and you're still saying, you ain't getting past me. This isn't happening. You know, I will stand strong. So beautiful. Lovely energy there. Now this is your hopes and fears. So your hopes and fears is the King of Winter. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking and unemotional relationships. So is your fear that your relationship that you're in is sort of at a stalemate? Are you sort of just not connecting on a heart level that you want to with someone, and you're really wanting to get that underway, but it may not? Is your fear of being out in the public eye? Maybe you've taken on something where people are able to hear you and see you, or you're communicating with more of an audience than they used to, and you've got a little bit of that fear. But it is saying that you can get advice as you need it, and we saw that earlier. So your other fear is that you will be bound by you'll be bound by past habits, by past codependencies from past thoughts that have held you back, and we saw that earlier, is that looking at it from a different perspective. One of your fears is that you will not be able to achieve that. But let's see what happens in the outcome there for you, Aries. And here we have the Four of Spring. So be grateful, you have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. So from an emotional perspective, yes, there will be hearts opening up. If you're a significant other and you've been wanting more from them, from a heart space, this is definitely going to be coming through. Connection between you and another will definitely be stronger, it will have evolve and do so in a way that will lead through to that contentment. And it says that you will be successful. You continue to be. We had success there, and that who you were, and you will be able to find that happiness. You know, the happiness that comes through in the immediate future is definitely going to keep coming through and be there. And the other card that we have crossing that is justice, because this is what is meant to be for you, Aries. This is your just rewards. This is what had to happen because of everything that you've gone through, everything you've done. Everything that you've encountered has led you to this moment of that peace and that happiness that you have been working towards. So very, very beautiful. Okay, so we'll just pack these up and go for those next cards. I'm going to pull 3 more cards. Before they do that, that one that fell on the ground. So this is beautiful. This is depicting you, Aries, in such a way that it's just really, inspiring, is that you have, these are all the challenges that in those times that you've had to stand strong and sort of, face whatever's going on. And you've, this has been quite hard on you. You feel battered. You're feeling a bit battle scarred. But this is saying that you still have this here, the strength that, that will continue to see you get through. And you are coming to the end of that cycle of challenges and having to fight your way through everything. And you are, you're the last man standing in your own energy. So, that's just a beautiful place to be. Okay, first of the 3 cards I'm going to pull is a money card. Next card is a message from your loved one or somebody that you have passed over that impacted your life in a way that, you know, it stands out. Could be you know, one of your ancestors, you know, someone that you may not have even met, but has a connection, family connection. Let's see what message they are going to bring through for you. And the last card is just, I've pulled the Major Arcana from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, because you know, they're a beautiful tarot deck. I didn't want to do a whole reading with it, just wanted to get an overview. Okay, so the first card, money card through, is whatever I desire I can acquire. Yes, so that's that positive thinking. That's, you know, putting that prosperity in your mind you know, foremost. And to me, look, it looks like a horseshoe, so the luck's there, you know, your good fortune is coming through, and that's because your belief system is that you know, that you are able to manifest. We've got the number 3, which is the goddess number, and you know, so you are able to bring through that beauty of who you are, and just, you know, let yourself flow with the positive energy that is around you. So you keep those thoughts up, that whatever you desire you acquire. And now this is a loved one that's passed on, and they say, I feel healthy and happy. So this is encouraging you to keep moving forward, keep that good, those positive thoughts up, and really just know that, you know, even though, you know, sometimes we do battle through life, that there is that happy ending at the end of it. And this is a loved one saying that they are now in that space, and they are able to sort of have that freedom to be who they are, and just, you know, just celebrate themselves as a soul, as, you know, beautiful, free, healthy, happy soul. And, you know, that this is something, energy that they're going to bring through with you. So they will be with you this week doing this, and, you know, allowing you to feel that freedom to be healthy and happy. Just beautiful. And here we have emotions. Yes, so emotions. So this card represents the fact that emotions can be good. You know, any emotion is good. Any emotion allows you the opportunity to expand, to evolve, to empower yourself, to really move forward. So we have one here sitting here sort of like, well, you know, life is really hard. I just want to hide. Don't hurt me. Don't, you know, just don't, you know, somebody please protect me. And then you have this here where they're holding the sword. They're happy. They're, you know, they're coming from a place of honesty and purity. So, you know, any emotion can be viewed as a negative or a positive. A negative emotion still is a positive experience, because it allows you to look at it, you know, and to embrace it and allow it to go, you know, to be released. But see it for what it is, you know, because if you know, whatever we hate, we create. So if you're going to look at any emotion or experiences in a way that holds you there and holds you stuck and keeps you in that dark space, then you are not actually evolving, and you are not able to step out of it. And an emotion is just a thought. So, you know, move on from that. Allow yourself to release that, Aries, so that you can move forward with that happiness and that health and every good thing that is coming your way. Beautiful. Well, that's your reading, and I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have continued to stay safe, stay sane, and we will talk again soon. Bye.